Gotta sit to our edges here. Gotta maintain social distancing.
Oh,
But
yeah. Almost 6 feet.
yeah,
Found it.
we're not tall people, so it doesn't really count. You have to measure it by however tall the people who are doing it are. All I want to say right now is good American morning to you people out there. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
As you might notice, Frankie's not here. I have a different guest.
Frankie Jr.
Yes.
I am Jessica. I am his older sister. If you haven't met me before.
We did actually have you on this particular show not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to FaceTime you in, which I love.
Do I just open this?
Go ahead, take the wrapper off. I'm going to teach my sister today how to smoke a cigar in honor of the holiday, which has nothing to do with cigars, but nonetheless.
A little breakfast smoke.
Hey, Matthew, checking in from Australia. How you doing? Oh, that's good stuff.
Hi, Matt. Can you open it?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Teach me from start to finish.
What we're going to do is just kind of pinch it from the bottom. I'll show it on camera a little easy, too.
Okay.
This is just a little guy from Gomihar Cigars. I'm glad you're doing well. I am having Quorum, which completely fell out of its
package.
Yeah, it the band stuck in there, so I might have a little issues.
That's why.
Probably not. Yeah, actually, you know what? I need a cutter for you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I'm gonna grab one. I'll grab it.
Okay.
Just tell everybody who you are.
So I'm still his older sister.
Still.
I really don't partake in cigars, but I'm really excited to learn how to smoke them because as a 33-year-old woman, I think it's something I should know. Hi, Anthony. I like to talk to people. So hi, Sam. Happy Easter, Bob.
Yes, everybody.
Good morning,
happy
Mitch.
Easter.
Is it Mitch a regular?
Mitch is a good buddy of ours. He's here in town.
Hi, Mitch.
He's a great guy.
I'm his older sister.
Today we're going to be using a perfect cutter for Jessica just because it's easy, it's foolproof. What happens is you just want to slice a little off the back so you can get a draw through it. And most of them are open right here.
Okay.
But this one has a backing. So
what does it have on the other side? I like.
Oh, you like the artwork?
Mm-hmm.
I'll make it the right way. Liga Privada.
I'm an artist, so I like artwork.
This is our Liga Privada perfect cutter, and this is actually the design for their cigar bands, for their boxes. I love this one.
That's cool. Does the symbolism mean anything, or it's just the logo for them?
You know, I want to say they did pick it for certain reasons. But my goodness, I couldn't tell you for the life of me right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one for you for today. All we do is push it against the metal, and you're good to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
And why do we have to cut this side?
Because, excuse me, since I do a little tear, I can show you a little easier. There's actually a cap on your cigar that kind of keeps it together while you're waiting to smoke it.
Okay.
That cap, obviously, you have to remove in order to get airflow from top to bottom. And you can do it a whole bunch of different ways. The cutter is probably the most common. There's a V cut that takes a little V out of it. There's a punch that takes a little circle, just a little skewer that pops a hole in it. And then I got tired of using cutters, so I just get my nail, do a little half moon, another half moon, and just pull it off.
Cheating.
And usually works.
Resilient, or what is it called? Not resilient, resourceful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, the thing is, cutters were kind of invented for America. Like, we like our little gadgets and tools, and we'll buy the heck.
Easy.
Yeah, we'll buy the heck out of these things, but you don't need one. You really don't. You just pull it off, and it comes off very easily.
Nice, and keeps everything intact, like as good quality. Still, everything's fine, no matter how you cut it.
Oh yeah, as long as you don't cut too much. If you keep going further down, it's going to start unraveling on you, which is why we like this guy because it only takes a little bit.
Okay. Little guy.
Real quick, the mascot, if you will, of Nicaragua. Okay, cool. I did not know that.
Thank you, Anthony. I like learning stuff like that. It's interesting.
Carl got the cigars. There we go. Finally. Let me check the package. I want to make sure you got what you got.
There we go. Happy Easter.
Everybody out there, you guys are having a great morning. I know I am. But we're going to go ahead and light these now.
How do you do that?
So,
do I have to smoke it?
No, I'm going to do this first and just kind of touch it up. And now go ahead and puff on it. Don't inhale. Just let the smoke in your mouth.
And then let it out.
And let it out.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh, that was hard. I'm learning.
Yeah, as long as you don't inhale.
Yeah. I'm a plant enthusiast, so
Jessica smokes weed.
yeah. This is a little different for me.
You should have seen the
So you like hold it in your mouth and let it out
Yeah,
for
don't
the flavor.
Yeah, exactly. All we're looking for is flavor.
How do you hold it?
Just 2 fingers. Hold it like that. Yeah, it's not important.
Am I doing it right, everybody?
She's getting it okay, I guess.
Sorry.
And I want to make sure, Samuel, we love our gadgets like 007. Yep. I'm not going to lie. I like having all my cutters, although I don't use them very often. I've got different lighters with different ways to start it, different little flips on it, little mirrors sometimes.
I'm fancy.
Richard, haven't had my morning stick yet. Oh, got to get a hold of that.
Don't smoke it too fast. Okay.
James, this is the one we've told you about, but she's never been around. So
What did you hear about me, James?
horrible things, horrible things. No,
I'm
no.
a creative weirdo, I like to say. So I hope it was all good things. I do have a YouTube channel, not as many followers as my brothers, but
Definitely worth the check out.
I try to interview other creatives, artists in the area. I'm from Ventura County, where we all originated from.
Want to give me the name real quick?
Yes, so it's Creators Weekly is the name of the show. We're on a little bit of a halt due to the corona, but I'm trying to figure out a way to do maybe live streams like this and kind of keep it going. So we'll see.
It's
Thank
absolutely fun to watch.
Thank you.
And James is actually our buddy who owns Sinistro cigars, which I didn't want to start you off with because they're a little heavier, but they are phenomenally flavorful.
This tastes good.
I thought you might like these ones, and I didn't want to start you off with a bigger ring gauge, kind of ease your way into it. Mikey and Robert, hello. Kevin, how you doing? Giannis, my sister's not fancy. Nah, she's pretty fancy.
Well, today you guys are getting rugged and raw. I literally just woke up.
I woke up late, guys. I apologize.
My new sweatshirt says nowhere to go.
I like that sweatshirt. That's cool.
Snow the Product merch. Does anyone know who Snow the Product is?
No.
Anybody? My husband owns a shop in Ventura called The Lab, where they do merchandise for creative people, clothing lines, things like that. But Snow the Product is a female rapper. Look her up; she's pretty cool, and we do her merch, so it's pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Some of her merch.
That's awesome. I like that. Lucas, how you doing? James brings up a good point. There's no way to do it wrong, really. And yeah, cigars are personal preference, and there are some industry standards, like you should light it a certain way or use certain fuels.
And what about ashing? Like, do we just do it on the floor?
Yeah, so we're outside. Just gonna tap on the floor right here. I do have my ashtray, but it's unbelievably muddy right now because it got left in the rain.
Although I don't really know how to smoke cigars that well, I try to be a good sister and get you guys cigar-related items for your birthdays and stuff.
Yeah. The last one I remember was a 3-pack when Christmas.
Yeah.
And those are some really good cigars.
I went to a cigar store and just asked them which ones were good.
Hey, you went to a good one because they knew what they were doing.
Cool.
But yeah, like James was saying, yeah, there's some like old school rules to it, but you can't go wrong as long as you're smoking a cigar.
I had a friend who smoked his first, and he grabbed my flathead cigar. Told him that would be strong for a beginner. He got sick. Ooh.
Yeah, that one is very strong. If it was one of the bigger ones, I'm thinking too. Flathead is a great company. They do some good stuff, but they are strong cigars. So to start off with that, you got to be used to nicotine a lot, I think. Hey, Rosita, how you doing? And I did get the haircut. I got the mohawk going. It's just there's so much hair up there still that I can't get it to stick straight out without a lot of product. So I'm waiting. I'm going to do that sooner or later.
Is it okay if I put this live on my Instagram?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to record live while we're here.
For sure.
Wildflower Jess on all social media.
Wildflower Jess. Now, how long have you been using that? Since high school?
Since I was 17.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using Wasna since 18.
Mm-hmm.
So almost as long.
Good.
Yeah. Ooh. You got to keep those roots.
Yep. So one thing that I love about my brother, just in case you guys didn't know, I've always been a creative person, but something that I love about my little brother is that he's been persistent with his his crafts and
Oh yeah, I mean,
editing. Like I've never known him not to do his passion. So I think
Benjamin's
it's
all over it. I
very
mean, he's
inspiring.
really
You
good. I know. I'm just kidding.
trying to give him a compliment on Easter. But yeah, so even though he's my younger brother, he really inspires me to continue creating. And I love you, brother.
I love you too. Yeah, no, you've been
Cheers.
doing your stuff all the time too, just here and there. And what
Not as many people like it.
do you call it? Well, I kind of badger people into liking it, which really works. Like these guys don't even watch because of the show.
Does
I
it
think.
go out?
No, you're still going. Yeah,
Like I said, I'm used to weed, guys.
it is a little guy, so it could go out on you a little easier. But the reason I want to start, I don't want you to have to smoke something big and not enjoy it.
Yeah.
But this is a little cherry flavored guy. Nothing fancy, just an easy way to kind of start into cigars. There are coffee flavors. There's cognac, got cognac right there. There is a chocolate covered cherry one, which I actually really like.
Nice.
I gotta find that one.
This one's cherry. Tastes pretty good.
Yeah, they make a lot of different crazy flavors.
Ooh, I did that wrong. I did that wrong, guys.
But as you get more into it, you kind of get away from those artificial flavors and go for the all natural stuff. A cigar is just leaves and a little bit of food grade glue, and there's no other product in there. Even some of the cigars have leaves for their protective, and you could smoke through the band itself, which I've done before, and it just tastes like more leaf.
It tastes good. I'm gonna say hi to people too.
Oh yeah, make sure.
Hi everybody. I'm doing a live.
The
Hi,
Hitman.
Julie.
Hey, what's up?
I'm live with my brother.
You gotta talk to our Instagrams.
Hi Notch. Our cousin's on. Whoop, whoop.
Actually, it's not a Tatiana, Richard. Martha, get out of
Let me
here.
see if I can get a better
You can read
live.
that. This is their sign right here. There you go, guys.
There's my brother.
And
Here's the live.
Richard, yeah, it is more of a faux hawk right now. If I could get it to stand up, much better of an actual mohawk.
We're live for his channel right now. So our Facebook Live or the channel too.
Yeah.
Oh, but everything.
YouTube and Facebook right now.
My brother's a better YouTuber than I am.
Been there. I hate it when smoke gets up your nose and eyes. Oh my gosh.
There.
I have a horrible problem with cigars still and smoke getting in my eyes. It's
I
like-
think I just did that
Yeah.
actually.
I thought I'd be safer because I got the glasses. Like, oh, bounce right off. No,
Yeah.
it feels like it sneaks in there. And oh my goodness, when the first time I met the guys from Luxury Cigar Club, for those out there, make sure you check them out. We were in Vegas
Okay.
and we were sitting at this bar, and Rocky Patel, which for the cigar industry is a really big guy, is in one corner making his lap through the entire place, kind of letting everyone kiss the ring, basically. Really nice guy though. He would never describe it that way. I'm just doing it because he's cigar royalty.
Yeah.
But I get smoke in my eyes, and I'm like, oh my
Dying.
god! There's it. Yo, you cry? No, I'm not crying. I
I'm
got
just
smoke
really
in my eyes.
excited to meet you.
It was so embarrassing. I got my cocktail napkin, trying to rub it out and look over which was him. Oh, because I don't recognize faces too well in the industry because there's so many names.
Well, yeah, and there's in every industry now. There's so many people, and it's hard to keep it straight.
So I didn't want to offend him and shake his buddy's hand or something. Oh, Mr. Patel, how are you? Oh my goodness. But luckily enough, Frankie and Ben were there to kind of save my butt in that situation. Oh my gosh.
Quick question, just because I had that taste in my mouth.
Mhm.
Do you also pair alcohols or drinks to your cigars?
Oh,
Is that-
100%,
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Maybe not so much the flavored ones,
Hmm.
but coffee is the number one pairing
Really?
drink with cigars around the world.
Really?
The U.S. is more known for its tasting with bourbon and hard liquors to go along with your cigars, but for good reason. There's a lot of really great flavors that you can find in these fermented leaves that go very well with the same process that makes wine, that makes craft beer, and that makes distilled hard alcohols.
Okay.
They all take a lot of time to make. They'll take a lot of craft, which is not so much designed scientifically, but through tradition. And now we've gotten to a point where there are so many cigars on the market, it'd be hard pressed not to find your favorite liquor and a favorite cigar that go very well together.
Kind of like wine and food now.
Oh, easily. Wine is actually, people pair that pretty well with
I
cigars.
could see that. As or don't. Oh, duh. That makes sense because I was just thinking about Titanic the other day and remember how they go and they take their cigar with their
It's
whiskey or
brandy
or
right there,
something.
yeah.
Nice.
Carl, I would like to stay longer, but I gotta eat ham, kielbasa, potato salad, root beer, egg ball, and pickled eggs. I like the way you think. You should definitely go do that. John, good morning. Did you check out House Party? Yeah, I already signed up. I got my app on my phone.
House Party. I heard about that.
I saw it. I'm like,
I'm kind of old. I don't know about all these things.
John had to tell me. He's a fan too, and he's actually a brother over at the cigar lounge here in town. So he's a great guy, and he kept me on date with that. Appreciate it. Rosita, you have to. You gotta sometimes. Cam, how you doing? This is my sister Jessica.
Hello.
We are still keeping our distance a little bit, but I'm really glad to be able to see her today.
4 feet. Yeah, I haven't seen my family. Well, I got to see you guys. You guys came down and did a safe drop off for me, but
we basically threw stuff in the back of her car and stood like, I would say,
6 feet away from each other.
Talk
so this
at
is the
each other.
closest we've been. Yeah, so it's been, other than that quick visit, it's been over a month.
Yeah, it's been too long.
All this virus stuff.
We're Mexican. We don't go that long without seeing each other.
Yeah, it's weird, but I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you. I'm glad you're enjoying a cigar with me.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it, to be honest. For
don't
breakfast, but I like it.
What do you call it? Sometimes the first one never gets finished all the way. That's why I wanted you to try a little guy. I do want to get you some better ones. Just with all the shops closed right now, it's hard to stock up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That being said, because I can't forget our buddies over at 5 Star Tobacco. Let me run this. They are doing a deal where they will ship to you Sinistro cigars. Buy 5, you get 2. Buy 10, you get 4. Buy 20% off 6 cigars, cutter, lighter, and a T-shirt.
Nice.
It's a huge deal. It's awesome. Robert, is that you? Is that Gage?
Miguelito?
Yes, that's Robert.
Hi,
how you
Robert.
doing?
All Robert?
Yeah.
Oh, that's our family. Hi, Robert. You forgot Jessica Lita.
Rosita said that she's also checked out House Party. I want to get on there.
Happy Easter, Robert.
Happy Easter. I forgot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, happy Easter.
Is it embarrassing when I say a quick story about Robert?
As long as it's not too embarrassing about him.
Robert's like my other big brother. When I was little, when I was little, there was this one time that I'll never forget. Robert held my hand in a haunted house because I was scared. It was really nice.
Oh, well, he told me you're also like a big brother to him, so that was weird. I'm just kidding. Don't him.
That was for him, not you, Robert.
Oh my gosh, Samuel, have you ever tried? Have you ever had Tequila Rose? I want to say yes. If you could describe to me the bottle, I'm almost positive. Do you want to keep smoking it?
I think it's out.
You don't have to keep smoking it.
Okay, I'll just sit here.
Yeah, just put it down.
I liked it though, guys. It's just it's a lot.
Again, no cigars ever over here.
Ever.
So I just wanted to...
And actually, I know it's not the same, and I don't want to offend anyone. I've actually only smoked a cigarette one time too. I'm a plant-based person.
Before cigars, I had 2 cigarettes in my life, and they were both because a pretty girl offered me while I was drunk. So that happens. And this is all plant. There's nothing added here. This is all it is. Leaf. It is at most the only thing extra that ever gets added is the dusting of different flavorings. Or like a cognac infused, where they'll literally dip it in cognac real fast and let it dry into it, so it flavors. A lot of them will just sit, like you get coffee beans and let it sit next to the coffee beans, and the aroma soaks into your cigar, and then it infuses it with coffee flavors. So there's nothing artificial in cigars, almost ever.
That's good.
The little guys, the little tin ones, those are machine rolled. Everything else, all the ones you're seeing here, are all hand rolled.
Nice.
It's 100% human interaction with these, which is why sometimes you hear like, oh, mine is plugged, or oh, it's a little rolled a little different, or the wrapper's coming off, because it's still human error. But you're thinking, for every one cigar like that, there's 300 perfect ones out there, 400 perfect ones.
I bet you the best ones that are rolled are by women. I'm just kidding. I'm a feminist.
No, 100%.
I'm just kidding.
Most of the rollers in the factories are women. The blenders tend to be guys, but yeah, it's just the attention to detail is really important. The family aspect. You're talking about generations of family.
Oh yeah, it's see, that's what I think is really cool about, not that that's a trade, but well, it kind of is a trade, right?
100%. Yeah.
So I think it's really cool when things like that are passed down, because when you're young, you don't really realize how important certain traditions are or the meaning behind it. So take notes from your parents or whoever passes down stuff, because I don't know. It's important.
No,
Sorry, I got distracted. Have you ever had Tequila Rose?
Black bottle, pink rose on the front, like a strawberry. I want to say no. Then strawberry liqueur. I would like to try that. Absolutely. And I will come to Club Balcony now that it's not raining anymore. You told me the story; it's all running right into the balcony. I'm down.
Dude, you should do your things from the balcony.
I tried,
And
then
that's
it
a great spot.
started raining. That's exactly what
Oh.
started raining. I put a show on, and then all of a sudden, it's on my phone like, "What's up, everybody? I'm Miguel. I'm so cool out here." Rain, and then it didn't stop for 2 weeks.
But we needed the rain.
I loved it. I was sitting under this balcony doing the show, just listening to it. It's awesome. It was raining so bad though, I couldn't even do the show outside at one point.
I have a really, really cool video editor on right now. Hi, everybody.
Oh, what's up?
My brother's a lot cooler. I only have 2 people watching right now.
Cool. I am lucky to have these guys on right now. I really do appreciate you giving us a little time on Easter. I hope you guys aren't too bored. I know everyone's stuck indoors right now. I hope the weather is
sleeping like a baby.
this nice. Oh, you got talking about Juan?
Where's our little round-headed Frankie?
Oh my God, I'm pretty sure he's still asleep too.
Okay, Robert, who's the smartest Rodriguez kid? I'm just kidding.
That's just not fair. Sorry, guys.
Much
Anyway.
love. Yay.
Anyway, yeah, the balcony was a no-go for a while. Luckily, I was able to show down here underneath the balcony, basically. But even then, it rained so hard it started to leak in certain spots. So it was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it inside for a while.
This is actually really exciting, even though like the thing I like about lives on Instagram is even if people aren't watching this right now, they're gonna see it later. And the cool thing is I've never had any kind of cigar information on my page.
Okay,
so this will be
good.
something interesting.
I hope they like it. I hope
Yeah.
they get a new aspect of cigars because I think they get a bad rap. They get compared to big cigarettes a lot. When you think about big cigarettes or cigarettes in general,
Think about cancer and all that stuff.
yeah, which is nowhere near the same.
This is interesting. Yeah, I honestly was a little confused about cigar smoking, but now that I've done it, I realized, because I was worried about their blood pressure and things like that, because I have high blood pressure.
a family thing.
Yeah, it's a family thing. So I was a little worried, but now that I know you really don't inhale it
No,
at all,
no inhaling.
it's just sitting there.
No.
It's interesting.
It's a lot safer than dipping or
Oh man,
cigarettes.
You win, Miguel.
Yeah,
That's okay.
it's all right. Keeping it honest. I
He
appreciate
is
it.
really smart, actually. That's another thing I like to listen to Miguel speak. I know maybe not right now on politics, but I like to hear him talk on politics. I think he's really smart.
We talk politics on this show once in a while, but it's usually they're being dumb again
Yeah.
across the board. There's just so many dumb politics today.
Yeah.
Makes me sad.
I don't really think about his politics anymore.
Yeah. There's just this 3-ring circus with a lot of money we throw at it.
Yep.
Anyway, Matt, how you doing? Yeah, you're right. Brother and sister right here. Love having her in the house because it's been too long since you've been over here.
Not by choice. Damn
By
coronavirus.
By this friggin' shutdown.
You guys have no idea if this Modelo virus hits. Oof, you're in for.
That's what I always say. Like, is the Curo Modelo? Because that would be perfect. Or my buddy with the
I think
Pacifico.
we should boycott Corona right now.
They shut down.
They did.
They shut down part of their
That's
thing. I was
the
like,
thing.
that's so sad. That
People can't separate. the
yeah.
name.
I was like,
Well, I get it though, because like with music and movies and so I can't really separate the art from the artist or person in it. It's hard for me.
see, and I tried my best to separate it because like, go back to like the political or like their personal lives.
Yeah.
I don't want that to ruin like them being talented outside that.
But then you have people like in Hollywood, like, yeah, it's a great movie, but then you got like a pedophile. You don't know.
Those
yeah,
ones,
like
no.
that's like, oh, I can't really
No,
support
yeah,
it.
I don't want to. I want to go there because there's so
Yeah.
much content. You don't need to support those people.
Right.
But-
But music, I guess.
But if they're a really great actor or something, they just have different views than me.
Yeah.
Or like, what's her name with her Goop website?
I
Gwyneth
love
Paltrow.
that.
I
Okay.
hate that. Oh God.
Oh my god!
I'm not putting
this
crystals
is we
on my
actually
butt.
very well. I didn't see that one, but I was watching. I don't know how you guys feel about like ayahuasca and that kind of stuff. I think it's very interesting.
Oh, I have to
And
read more on that.
mushroom-
That I don't.
So that's more like medicinal stuff, like the shrooms. They were basically she's sending. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that show. I recommend it. Is it on Netflix or YouTube?
Goop. It's a YouTube thing.
YouTube.
And
Like a
YouTube
YouTube
and a
connection.
website. I think it might be all on our website.
Gwyneth Paltrow, never really cared about her before, but I think it's really cool the research that she's putting into her company and sending her employees to have these experiences with hallucinogens and other natural medicines. Yeah, she did but not even just hallucinogens or like things that you put in your body. There's also like breathing techniques that are supposed to help anxiety and like cold techniques where you like jump in water and it helps your body
Yeah, it's supposed to help with
like
your
fight
immune
off
system.
them.
Yeah.
it's strong. It strengthens your immune system. So
I am actually
I think
looking
that's
forward to the Crown Royal virus. I will get right on board with that.
have you guys seen the Crown Royal masks? people are
Yeah.
making? I want to make some.
I have a friend who does modeling, and she made a bikini out of her masks.
Mhm.
And I was like, I could have used a mask. I'm poor right now. Thank you. That's great. Glad you're having
you a
fun.
mask.
I know.
Oh.
I'm not wearing it yet because we're here.
Yeah,
I don't need to wear it around the
we
house.
haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere right now.
I was not visiting my family because I didn't want to get anybody sick, and I was afraid for them because I didn't know too much about the virus. But now that it's been a while, we all kind of know. That's why I'm here.
Larry, you're absolutely right. She is prettier than both of us, and I'm hope that continues to to happen. I never want
I
to
don't
be
even
pretty.
have makeup on. Thank you, Larry.
Well, he's not wrong. And yeah, Frankie does need
I'm
to step
also
up his game
funnier. I think I'm funny.
sometimes.
I'm funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've done stand up twice. That makes me a comedian.
I need to see these stand-ups.
Oh, you don't want crystals in your butt as I'm wearing crystals.
Well, just don't try to put it in my butt. All right, calm down.
I believe in this kind of stuff. I say believe in whatever you want, whatever makes you a better person.
No, that's not a bad point. You know, if whatever it does to keep you from being mean to other people, like just do it. Smoke more cigars,
I think
drink more
Robert's
alcohol.
drunk this morning. Robert's drunk.
Frankie is pretty foxy. It's not. It's not
He does have
uncommon.
the prettiest eyes, I will say, out of all of us.
And chin. He's got a very pretty chin. That's what those boys.
He might only.
No, I'm just
no,
kidding.
he doesn't. I love, we
No,
don't
we
really
don't
have
have-
chins.
we're not chin
We're
people.
not very.
Why do you think I've been
Chinny.
trying to grow this so I don't have to
They're
hide it?
lucky because they have hair that covers their double chin. I don't have that, so I gotta work out a little bit.
Yes. Good morning. Oops. I mean, people. Happy Easter, man.
Oops, I mean, oh, I thought you said mean people. I was like, we're not mean. We're not.
And yeah, actually, Joe Rogan does a lot of those kind of like
I'm a gentle woman. Anyway.
DMT testing.
I believe
That
in
one
stuff.
sounds very interesting. I'd like to see what it's all about.
do. So the only reason why I want to do an ayahuasca, because like a lot of people, anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. It's just something that we all go through, right? And we're trying to just find different ways to deal with it. And the ayahuasca, I've researched it enough. My husband's actually done it in Mexico City because it's still considered illegal here unless you find like a shaman that can do
But
it.
there are proper
There are proper
facilitators
faci-
in Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facilitators where they do like the tent, the sweat lodge, all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to see what it would be like because of anxiety. Like, I know, I don't know. I'm just curious. I think it's interesting.
Have you ever heard of that exploding head syndrome where it feels like your head's exploding with that headache, like it's so bad? There's a gentleman who got it so bad, like almost on a daily basis at one point, where he couldn't do anything. He lost his job, couldn't hang out with his family, couldn't see his grandkids. It was just horrible. But he did mushrooms, little pills of mushroom.
So microdosing.
Yeah, microdosing of mushrooms, and one pill. Even though he doesn't like the way it makes him feel, and he's not a fan of any kind of like
Hallucin,
alcohol
like
and
that
alcohol,
kind of
anything. Yeah, anything that changes him.
altering your
Yeah.
feeling. Mhm.
So he'll take one every 6 months, and just take a nap for like a day and a half, basically, while it gets out of his system,
Mhm.
and he's fine. Like he no longer
See,
gets those
I
unbelievable headaches.
Believe it, and ayahuasca and some mushrooms, some type of psilocybin mushrooms or something like that, are said to help cure depression.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Yeah,
Also cure personal addictions. So like I know in the goop thing, what's
you
happening?
got to read that comment. I'm
Justin,
sorry.
you need to come on more often. They don't have Thank you.
No, the one above that as well.
Oh, hi, Justin. Hi.
Whatever, Valentin. You don't watch what I'm on.
Oh, that's sweet.
Francisco Rodriguez is our father. Valentin is our younger brother, one of them, and he never watches just me and Frankie, so he could suck it right now. Whatever, bro.
He's telling that to a 10-year-old, you guys.
Yeah,
Suck it.
I'm gonna throw him in the pool later. Anyway,
But yeah, so ayahuasca has been said to cure addictions and things like that. And on that Goop show, I believe they talked about people that had been cured because it basically helps you come to a higher place of consciousness and kind of see yourself from a third person perspective. So I just think it's interesting. I don't think you should knock anything until you try it unless it's harmful to your body. That hasn't been.
And the libertarian in me says, even if it's harmful to your body and you want to take it, go ahead. As long as you're not hurting anybody else
true.
or stealing from anybody else,
This is true.
you're good.
That's
Do what you want to do because it's going to be your choice at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah.
If you hurt yourself, you're not, affecting someone else's life. Then that's
Yeah.
all on you.
I
Do
think
what you
that-
want to.
Yeah, that makes sense in just living in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
And that's why I don't care what people believe in. I mean, you could be anything, and honestly, we shouldn't judge each other. Like, everyone has different, like, we don't agree on a lot of things. I do not agree with my father on politics at all. But
I know, it's
still
funny.
love
It's real
him,
funny.
you know. We just got to figure out how to coexist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Secretly, that's why I haven't visited in a month. I'm just kidding.
Just because of dad.
I fight with my dad.
politics. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Hope you're having a good morning. Yeah, we see you, kid. Get off the counter. Get off the counter.
I haven't seen them in a long time either.
That's Easter for you right there. That's 100% Easter situation.
I still only have one viewer. Thank you for my one viewer.
What do you call it? Just you got to do it more frequently. That's the thing. Like, I'm trying to do this every morning, guys.
Yeah.
Yesterday I couldn't because I was babysitting the kids. But I will be back tomorrow morning. Tuesday's the only one that I take off because we go on at 11:30 for our show anyway.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back on the whole thing. Hope to get more guests on here. Joe Exotic is an amazing libertarian until he started trying to kill other people. That's bad. Bad.
Yeah. Has everyone watched that? I'm sure, being in quarantine.
Oh, Samuel, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh my gosh.
You know,
That's crazy. Those are like literally, this is a crazy time. Like, regardless of what you believe, what the reasons are for this whole pandemic situation, like this is crazy. It's pretty crazy.
yeah, but if there's anything we could do to help, if there's a picture of the person that we could get the word around or whatever it is, just let us know.
Also,
You can message the page directly if you want, but I'm really sorry. I've had several buddies' places robbed. Do you remember Timmy? Timmy, the son to the guy who owns Battlefield Adventures.
yes.
He opened up a comic book shop and they got robbed 2 days ago. Arsenal Comics.
Juan
It's-
just painted a comic book shop. Interesting.
I don't know if it's him because he's been open now for a while, but they got robbed during all this, and he's still been going to his shop almost on a daily basis, like keeping it as secure as possible.
Yeah. We're in crazy times. Like, people, I mean, come on, hoarding toilet paper, that was weird. Like, I don't understand certain things.
And now I freaking need toilet paper.
I
It's
know.
ridiculous.
We couldn't even get regular, like, one roll. It was weird.
Irritating. But this is my sister. This
I
is
just
Jessica.
did. A little bit.
And yeah, this is her first time trying. And so I want to get to her to try more cigars with me so we can have her on the show more often and pair with different
I'll
drinks and
sit and
stuff.
drink coffee whenever I'm here.
I do love coffee. I'm not gonna lie.
Would you guys like to see me? Sorry, shameless plug. Would you like to see me even when I'm not in Bakersfield, like the split screen thing we did the other day? When was that?
That wasn't
Did
like a
anybody
week
see
ago.
that?
No, that was like a week ago or something.
Cool.
I'm glad to see you there. I was happy to have you on.
I like how you said you're a lady friend.
That's a safe way to say
Who
it.
you
like-
look like? Wait. Let me.
I look more like mom. You look more like dad.
I look a lot like you. You don't look like mom.
I look like mom. Yeah. No, the hair though, when it gets long, it curls just like dad's. It freaks me
Dad's
out.
hair curls?
Dad's hair, yeah, it's way longer on his head.
Huh.
Like if you straightened it out, it would be like to his eyeballs
Your
right
hair's a
now.
little curly on top.
It's curling right now.
I like it.
I want to get it all the spikes straight up, but it's so long, it's heavy, and it's falling over like a wig. It's bad. I stocked up on TP and ramen. Robert, that's all you need to survive this, I think.
Mhm.
I was trying to get ramen noodles for the kids, like, oh, easy lunch, and they all love it. So,
Mhm.
oh, okay. Couldn't find it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Or
Irritating.
pasta, anything. I couldn't find eggs for the longest time. I was so mad.
The eggs was, oh gosh, that'd be bad here.
Yeah.
People don't buy chickens right now either. You're not going to become a farmer because of this, like overnight. If you want to do it, maybe get a little research in there. I will do a whole 101 masterclass on chicken farming if you want. But leave
like
the
that.
poor chicks alone until then because they're just dying left and right.
See, why are you not vegetarian? You're such a nice person.
I love meat. I don't have any problem eating animals. Just take care of them while you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're going to give them a better...
Homegrown.
Yeah, you're going to give a chicken a better life than it ever would in the wild.
Yeah.
You're going to give a cow a better life. You're going to give a pig.
But then why would you eat your friend?
Because they're
I don't know.
delicious.
I literally just started not.
We got
eating
Martha
meat
down
this year.
here, and I would eat the heck out of her if we had to.
Stop.
Delicious. Nom, nom, nom. I have no problem eating different animals, honestly.
I don't
It's
judge
just-
people.
Just
About
friggin' do it properly. Like, you're not going to step on a squash and then put it in your mouth. Like,
Yeah.
why are you going to leave an animal in terrible condition and eat it?
I've been cut off the whole time. Should I get closer?
I've actually been trying to, like, stay. So we show proper distancing on camera
Oh,
too, because
sorry.
we're live.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we are. We're brother and sister, so we're in the same house. So it doesn't, it's a little
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But we do say social distancing is important.
I have already been called out. I don't know how many times online about this whole thing because me and Frankie sit right next to each other.
Mhm.
And like, well, we live in the same house. What do you want from us?
Yeah, you can't separate from your family. That's
But so like, oh, I guess social distancing too good for them. I'm like, bruh, give me a break. Mainly old ladies, old white ladies.
Richard
But
was buying steaks when everyone else was buying toilet paper.
that's the way to go
Chickens
for
are
it.
For H people? What does that say?
Chickens are for. Dang it. I can't read it.
Sorry, I'm
Well, there's a
farsighted.
glare on our friggin'
Yeah.
screen right now.
The sun's coming out in the
For-
corner.
Chickens are for SH people. I don't know what that means.
It's money.
4-H. It's all about FFA. I don't want to hear this.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, Jessica was having a. Can I get this real quick?
Yes.
It is a cherry cigar from. How do you pronounce this? Help me out with this.
Kajimar.
Kajimar. Thank you. Kajimar Cigars. The lady who owns this company is really awesome. She does a really great job of her flavor. She basically wanted to make a line of cigars that would appeal more
Oh, I could do that.
towards her fellow female smokers.
Like me. You could
And-
tell you had a guest female for this.
Honestly, I like them myself. I've had a few. I'm not a huge flavored cigar fan. It's just I like the traditional flavors a little better now, and they're still really good. In fact, I want to smoke this guy later. It is a Mocha Brazil blend. It's all natural still, and it is left in coffee blend to let it kind of soak in the flavors.
Nice.
So that one's going to be really good. She has cognac. She has what's called Blue Moon and Red Moon, which I need to find out more about those. I'll get notes. But yeah, whenever we have one of the models on or a guest who might not smoke cigars, we usually tend to have them go for a flavored first
Nice.
so they can ease their way into the rest of it. Because I don't want to make anyone feel sick.
See, and I'm thinking I probably will only like the flavored ones because they taste good.
I'm going to get you one that's not flavored that I think you'll really love. But I want to work your way into it for strength tolerance first.
Okay. Cool.
Real quick, Burner 18, hey Miguel, from a regular at Cigars More. Hey, how you doing? Wait, who's Burner? I'm sorry, I gotta know. If you could tell me, it's cool if you can't, but I would love to know. I saw this art piece of a guy sitting at a bar smoking a cigar. That's cool.
Chickens in Hawaii are everywhere. That's interesting.
Hawaii has overpopulated chickens, deers, turkeys, and I want to say pigs or boars.
Right.
It's because they're not designed to be there. There's no natural predator. So once they got to the island, they just took over. And Hawaii actually gives out a bunch of hunting licenses because they need to clear them out. Or, I mean, it's a tiny island. Well, not tiny, but you know what I mean.
It's interesting that Hawaii was brought up because I was literally watching a documentary last night on Free Speech TV, which is probably like libertarians and like
I haven't seen that,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Well, look it because I watched it in the room. But they were talking about Hawaii and how a lot of Chinese immigrants were taken to Hawaii back in the day, and they were doing all the farming and stuff.
Especially during internment, too. Like, oh, my good.
And I started thinking about Hawaii. So it was interesting. So I'm not very good at explaining history, but I love learning about it. The history that they don't teach you in school.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone have any cool, like, documentaries that they can recommend? Like, I don't know if anyone knows who Dana Ashley is. Like, she's one of my favorite YouTubers right now. How do people feel about David Icke? Like, those kind of things.
David Icke is crazy, but I love it.
He is not crazy. He's
crazy.
so smart, and he's predicted so many things.
But
He's so smart. How do you guys feel?
Her name is Jessica.
Should have gave her a Drew Natural honey flavor. Honey sounds good.
That one is nice. I just didn't have one. I didn't have one on hand. I didn't know she'd want to be on the show this morning.
I kind of surprised him.
David Icke is more of a the OG version of Alex Jones to me, where they spit out a whole bunch of information and they're going to be right.
Mm-hmm.
And he says it in a way that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it boils down to like rhetoric that I've heard before. So it's like, where is the truth and where is he just kind of guessing, that guesswork? Like you see a spirit medium on TV
Mm-hmm.
where they do the room cold read
Mm-hmm.
and they just kind of lean into wherever it takes them. And that kind of stuff really it irritates me because there's so many truthful conspiracy theorists out there who are trying to do that work. Like one of my favorites was gosh dang it, what was his name? Guy who wrote Behold the Pale Horse.
Oh, okay. I don't know who, but
gosh,
I know that book.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
And he took 8 years to self-disseminate the information because he thought as long as the information was already out there in different news sources wherever he could, he wouldn't be the one that everyone saw it back to. But then after a while, it kind of came out like where all this information came out before him, it was from him. So he did it such a backwards, confusing way that I believe him.
I'm like already confused on that one. The interesting thing about David Icke, and then I won't talk about him anymore because I don't know how people feel about him. But David Icke, he was just on London Real explaining the whole COVID-19 and like other conspiracy theories, we'll call them. And London Real is a big time YouTuber that has had crazy people on there that he hasn't even agreed with. And it's just, getting the point, people's perspectives. Which
I like that. Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
I try to do that on Creators Weekly too. Like, I don't mind what people are telling me and I just take it for a grain of salt and like to hear people's perspectives. But the crazy thing is they took David Icke's interview off. So London Real, who has been on YouTube forever, is so pissed at YouTube because of the things that David Icke was talking about. They took they took down the videos, and I think that says a lot about what they're trying to control about us listening to.
Yeah.
So, well, net neutrality and all that kind of stuff too. But so I think it's really interesting. Obviously, David Icke has some truth because why would they want to take it down?
Yeah, I feel the same way even about Alex Jones. Like, I might not agree with everything he says, but why are you?
Delivery. I don't like his delivery, but I agree.
Crazy a little bit, but
there's reason.
Yeah, if you're that paranoid, you're gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you honestly believe the stuff that you're saying, there's gonna be some quirks in you.
I think it's better to be aware than a fear or crazy about it because you can't live paranoid. Like, we still gotta enjoy life. But
it would make no point to even continue.
I liked the cigar actually. It was pretty good. He gave me a cherry flavor, so I was kind of a weenie.
If you guys want to keep mentioning other cigars that a beginner should try, let me know.
Yeah.
What are some of yours out there?
I was Command and Control. It gives a look at the really I like that.
I would like to check that out. Do you know where I could watch that? Maybe is it on YouTube or somewhere? They got to go a little more in depth to find that. I don't mind looking, so let me know. But we are coming over 40 minutes, so
sorry guys.
I'm
a talker.
I'm glad to have you on. We usually cut these about 30 to 45 in there, and I want everyone to go back to the families for Easter. We will be back tomorrow morning. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Bye. And thanks for having me.
Yeah,
thanks
glad to have you on.
Show,
no, of course. And again, check out Creators Weekly.
Also, Wildflower Jess on YouTube. You can look up either one.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Have a happy Easter.